Thank you. Parfait. And we are live. Bonjour à tous nos téléspectateurs pour cette journée des demi-finales. Je me présente, Maximilien Godbout, je suis accompagné de mon cher ami Mohamed Kamal. Mo, how's it going?
Good. Ça va?
Ça va bien,
ouais,
toi?
J'ai hâte pour les matchs aujourd'hui. On a beaucoup de bons matchs, 2 bons match-ups. Kareem and Torkey coming back with a big win yesterday.
Yeah.
David, the local favorite, the #1 seed, Raphael Kandra, continuing through, and his big opponent, Jeremias, Azaña, with a big win yesterday.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
Yeah.
So just to remember every one of our sponsors, this event is sponsored by Pembroke, gestion des placements privés, by the Montreal City, la ville de Montréal, bien sûr par Squash Québec,
Ouais.
qui est aussi nos fiers commandites.
Ouais.
Et on va faire la présentation, donc j'envoie le signe, c'est bon.
Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs, et bienvenue aux demi-finales du 12e édition du Open de Montréal de squash présenté par Pembroke, gestion de placement privé. Notre premier match de l'après-midi. En deuxième ronde, il a battu Ivan Perez. En quart de finale, Tufik McAfee. Numéro 72e au monde, from Argentina, Jeremias Azaña. Et son adversaire aujourd'hui, his opponent today, in the second round, il a battu Finley Withington. En quart de finale, Samuel Osborne Widley, numéro 33 au monde et favori dans le tournoi. From Germany, Raphael, Kandra.
Alors, comme le présentateur George l'a si bien dit, we have tonight Raphael Kandra, who's been through Finley Whittington in the second round in a 4-set match, 35 minutes match, and came on top and played yesterday in the quarterfinals against Samuel Osborne Wild in what we can call a thriller for sure, a long 5-setter, actually a 47-minute 5-setter, yeah. But really impressive performance from Wild.
Yeah, and I was talking to Kandra about it yesterday. You know, may not have been the longest 5-setter, but it was pretty intense, and he admitted it as well. But he was saying, you know, he's gonna go recover and should be feeling good today as well. But I'm excited to see how he's gonna respond after that. Should be feeling good after that win as well. And,
yeah, it's tough to play when you're the favorite. You know, it's you have a lot of pressure, and
yeah.
It seemed that the pressure got to him a little bit. I was feeling Kandra a little bit nervous, maybe in the 4th and 5th game when Wild was, especially in the 4th when Wild was playing super well. So yeah, but he managed well and he pulled through.
Yeah, he managed to really neutralize the skills of Samuel Osborne Wild and just get through to the end. But Azaña also had a great match yesterday, battling with Tufik McAfee. Any thoughts on that one, Max?
Oh, I mean, that one was an intense match. I mean, we've seen pretty much everything in that match. A little bit of decisions from the refs, and could see that it was getting a little bit to Tufik's head. But Jeremias kept really composed and was controlling the court really well. I thought at first he was overhitting the ball a little bit, but then he settled well and really started hitting his targets and ended up, you know, being on top on the mental side, especially of the match. He
finished off the match pretty well. He had some moments where a bit of lapse of, you know, execution and stuff like that, but he cleaned it up by the end and really got through with a strong performance.
So we have Raphael Kandra here, who's been at his highest world ranking, number 13 in the world. He's currently 33 in the world at the age of 34 and has a 59.9% win rate on the tour with 15 PSA titles and 24 finals. Raphael Kandra trains in Germany out of the city Paderborn, where actually the World Championship were hosted once. And On the other side, on the back end, we have Jeremias Azaña, who was 69 in the world at his highest world ranking and is currently ranked 72 at the age of only 24 years old. He's currently got a 57.7% win rate with 2 PSA titles and 7 finals. Jeremias trains at the Kinetic Club in Florida with a couple of other players such as Tom Walsh and Amanda Sobey, with their coach.
Wael El Hindi.
Thank you for the pronunciation, Mo.
By the end of this tournament, Max, you're going to have to get that one on point.
So, Wael El Hindi.
Yeah.
I got it now.
I'm sure you'll hear from him after this about the pronunciation if it's not good.
Don't scare me.
He'll make sure to tell you. But I'm excited to see this one, especially. We were just seeing the stats. Kandra's got almost 10 years of experience on tour, longer than Azaña. And so in these big moments, there's a bit of stress and excitement a little bit. So it will be crucial that Azaña contains that, comes out strong out of the gate, uses that to his advantage, goes from there.
Alors, dans le coin des joueurs, on a dans le coin de Raphael Kandra son père, je crois, d'Allemagne, qu'on voit dans le côté gauche de la foule.
Son coach, quoi.
Seulement, c'est son coach, pas son père. Donc, son coach. Et dans le coin de Jeremias, on va avoir Tom Walsh, qui est son partenaire d'entraînement du Kinetic, justement, qui est lui-même classé dans le top 80 au monde. Et nous avons une salle presque comble, mais j'imagine que la foule va continuer de grandir parce qu'on attend, après ce match-ci, notre favori, David Baillargeon, qui va affronter Kareem El Torkey après tout un match hier, tout un upset.
Ouais, hier, taking on the number 2 seed, that's a pretty big result, and I think he's gonna go into this next one feeling really good.
Yeah.
Has a lot of momentum already, and just continuing with that.
Oh yeah. That'll be a thriller. Kareem El Torkey is just so scary to play. Picks up every ball, and slides around the court like an absolute machine.
You were asking him yesterday on the post-match interview, how are you so fast? How do you train for that?
Yeah, and he humbly said, well, it's all natural. He eats good proteins. He has a balanced diet, but he says it's mostly genetics.
So makes a great squash player, I guess.
That's essential. But again, as we were saying yesterday, what the beauty with the sport is that we have all kinds of players, all kinds of body types, and they all have in common a few things such as speed and endurance and cardiovascular, but they can be of any size. There's some bigger dudes, there's smaller dudes that are quick and light. So that's really interesting. And all the sizes, too. It's not like tennis where you have all the tall guys because of the serve. That's really important.
And, both of these players are great movers, very, very explosive, seem to volley as much as possible. So it'll be interesting to see how their styles match up against each other. Definitely will be some incredible gets and just a nice long match. Azaña flying out of the gate right there. Great start from Azaña, just pushing up on the tee, volleying.
Oh, almost got that.
Great shot by Azaña. He's got such a spring in his step right now, getting on every ball so quickly.
Wow, again, I think he's made 3 points in that forehand corner. So Mo, what do you say? It's pretty similar start to yesterday's match with McAlfee, huh?
Yeah.
Taking the lead early on and just coming out of the gate like with such fast pace and like desire to be on the ball early.
And I think he's really ramped it up an extra level as well by speeding up the pace, but also kind of working the ball around the court. Like he was doing at the end of the match, he was comfortable working McAlfee around the court a bit more and using his front corners. And I think that's a change that he didn't do as much yesterday at the start of the match. And so how do you think Kandra is going to respond to this faster pace that Azaña is bringing?
Yeah, I mean, he's got to settle into the match, and it seems to be pretty hard to do with Azaña. He starts so strong again with the forehand winner right there. He's gonna have to, find his target. That can involve, slowing it down, maybe lifting it above
You saw him
Azaña.
starting to lift in this rally a few more shots.
Yeah. There's a little too many balls right now that Azaña is easily volleying on the forehand.
And just look how quick he gets on that.
Huh.
We're talking about speed from Kareem at Torkey. We might have to ask Azaña what he does as well.
Oh. He's a slightly heavier player, but he moves lightning speed too.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I was saying, maybe the camera doesn't show, but Azaña's really got the widest shoulders I've seen. He is sometimes really hard to pass by because of those wide shoulders. And usually, Kandra is renowned for being the goalkeeper, the one who has the reach and who volleys everything.
Yeah, but Azaña has been, nothing's been getting past him, really.
Yeah.
Oh.
There we go. That's the kind of change and variation to contain Azaña keeping off the volley.
If you can't get past him, go in front of him, I guess.
That's it.
There we go. So using a bit more of that height, even though it's not necessarily getting past Azaña, but just getting him off the tee. Oh, clever shot.
That's beautiful. Woo! He got him good there.
Yeah. Wouldn't completely call that a taxi, but he definitely had him going the wrong way.
Oh, that's I call that a taxi.
Maybe just a short trip on the taxi ride.
Short trip, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Kandra strikes back.
All right. Our first decision. So Kandra managing well to come back in that game.
And again, he brings out the lob serve today.
Yeah, that's such a tricky serve he does.
But you saw him yesterday. He didn't always do that against Osborne Wild, but he started to bring it out in the later stages of the match. I think it does a great job to just neutralize the player's options.
He must have worked on that a lot. It's kind of like a robotic movement, but keeps it like it's the same groove every time. So probably restrains any variation. Like it's always the same swing.
I always found with lob serves, it will change from court to court. You really have to, just get settled on your court. Whether playing at altitude with warmer temperatures or not, there could be some variation.
Talking of a lob, good lob here.
Yeah.
That's glued to the sidewall.
That's what he has to do in that front forehand corner, that forehand side as a whole. Because Azaña has really proven that is a strength for him. So Kandra did well to turn it around, close the gap that Azaña had at the start of the match. Oh, and he went for it. Great get. Oh, look.
Oh. And he gets the stroke. That's a gift right here. Unfortunate mistake.
Yeah, Azaña had a great positioning there. And again, it's on his forehand.
Yeah. But
Great
what
lob
a serve. Oh, I like that boast.
Oh, what a shot. But Kandra just claws back to get it. And now he's on the attack. This is what we saw him do all throughout yesterday.
Oh, wow.
What a rally.
What a rally. Just so impressive how Kandra was looking for this follow-up shot after he's made Azaña work. The rally is not over until it's over.
Yeah.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna go and take more time off him.
Especially when he's under pressure, he does a great job at turning it around and going from such a defensive position and just, he's volleying the next one, lobs to get out of pressure and is now ready to hunt the next ball.
Yeah, exactly. So 9-minute duration game. So pretty average duration. We saw a really strong start from Azaña, like we did yesterday with McAlfee, just ripping a few winners on the forehand side. So he was what? He was 6-4 ups, 5-3 up, but then Kandra managed to come back into the match. And unfortunately, maybe a few unforced errors by Azaña at the end of the game. Nothing major though. What do you think he's got to do to beat Kandra in this next game?
Yeah, so I think that fast pace and those all that volleying that he was doing at the start, it was a great way to get started, but it's really tough to sustain, especially if it's for 5 games. I think that's sort of what happened was Kandra was finding a way to neutralize that, get it over Azaña's head.
Yeah.
But it's tough for Azaña to sustain that for the whole game. But he's got to find a way to create those opportunities in that mid forehand, still volley like that. Not necessarily always upping the pace to do that, but really keeping himself in the middle of the court and volleying as much as possible.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you think?
Yeah, obviously that, and pay attention. Don't give any points. No unforced mistakes. Really keep working him. But yeah,
and
definitely.
From the other perspective, what do you think Kandra's going to do now going into this next one?
I mean, Azaña is gonna come off strong off the gate. He's that kind of player who tries to disturb you or to make you feel really uncomfortable with the dynamism of his movement and the time he takes off of you. So he's got to be really ready and focus on the first points, because that's where usually Azaña comes out strong, and we have to be careful that he doesn't take a lead.
And you can see him already back with the spring in his step, and he's going to come out firing.
Oh yeah. Two players unsure.
Doing a little mix-up.
Mix-up in the towels here. But, I mean, who cares?
I think they're getting 2 new towels, which makes sense.
Okay, so there was confusion. Thank you to all our fans who are watching at home. We have, I'm just receiving some text messages at the same time of people enjoying the commentary. It's definitely something we enjoy doing, and we've really appreciated the experience so far. It's been really fun, Mo.
We got to use our favorite PSA lines. Yesterday we dropped that is as dead as a as flat as a pancake, and the other day that is as dead as a dodo for cross-court Nick. So
just a dream come true.
Yeah, and we'll see what else we'll bring out for the viewers today from these PSA iconic lines. Oh, there we go, Max. So what do you got to say after that one?
That's a ripper. Oh.
There, you saw the speed on it, but I think it just came out of, wasn't on his favor because he wasn't too balanced on that shot, and so the execution suffered. Oh, what a shot.
What a shot.
Just kept it so short, Max. Sneaky serve by Kandra.
Wow, that also stayed so short.
Yeah.
Une belle touche de la part des deux joueurs ici qui utilisent vraiment, qui amortissent vraiment bien la balle. Voilà, c'est pas toujours une question de la frapper fort au squash. Il faut vraiment penser à là où la balle va finir, où le deuxième bond va finir par tomber. Donc, on voit Kandra qui cherchait sur son dernier kill, vraiment de toucher le mur le nick à la hauteur de la boîte de service. Et Azaña qui garde la balle très, très courte sur son amorti.
Et comme tu disais, Max, on voit une superbe touche par les deux joueurs. Mais j'aimerais juste aussi dire que quand ils bougent tellement rapidement et avoir cette touche aussi, c'est tellement difficile. Et c'est très impressionnant de les voir faire ça.
Ouais. À convertir toute cette énergie, ou du moins d'amortir toute leur énergie cinétique en une foulée, c'est très impressionnant.
Il l'arrête tout de suite et il est capable de vraiment slowing down the ball with all that momentum going into that shot.
The subtle balance of a dynamic lower body and a smooth, relaxed upper body.
Yeah. Very, very tough.
Oh, so Kandra
running away with this game, it's not been too long and he's got a pretty big lead.
Oops. Oh. That was rare. We don't see that often, but usually it happens when a player doesn't decide what he wants to hit as a shot and just ends up going for an in-between.
I think, though, that down the middle would have been a very disruptive shot. Just the execution. What a shot.
Oh, good get.
There's a lot of play at the front. I think Azaña has to start to reset that a little bit. Establish his good length first before taking Kandra up at the front because he's just very crafty and super deceptive. Definitely, I would say how quickly he gets onto the ball is part of that deception, right, Max?
Yeah, for sure.
Gets the player worried right away that he has tons of options and just cutting away time from his opponent.
Wow! Un jeu très intelligent de la part d'Azaña ici qui n'hésite pas à utiliser le lob, même dans une position offensive. C'est pas toujours le temps de l'envoyer courte ou de l'attaquer. Vraiment qui vise pour un lob, mais on pourrait dire un lob offensif même dans ce cas-là, qui lui a donné une très belle balle en avant, qui a pu holder et complètement avoir son adversaire Kandra. Vraiment très joli, très intelligent comme jeu. Oh. Quelle récupération.
Ouais.
Ah, c'est incroyable.
What a rally.
Kandra qui déplace Azaña dans les 4 coins du terrain comme ça.
You see, he just stayed in that center zone for the entirety of that rally, really.
Oh.
So Azaña's got to find a way to bounce back and get Kandra off the middle because right now Kandra's controlling the game, moving Azaña all around the court. Not a great position for him to be in right now.
Oh, wow.
So clever. 6 game balls for Kandra.
Oh, and he does it back.
Nice.
Nice.
The dangers of that front forehand again.
So Kandra takes it and is now up 2-love. Mo, what's your analysis of that game?
I think especially in the first 5 minutes, Kandra just ran away with a quick 7-2 lead, and I think we'll see in the points breakdown. There was, I think, a lot of errors from Azaña on that part, and just quick winners from Kandra, just from Azaña's shots not getting through the court and past Kandra. What do you think?
Yeah, no, definitely. I thought Kandra did one thing really well this game. He was moving Azaña in the 4 corners, using everything he's got in his arsenal of weapons. It's just a smart play, using the old really well in the front. We've seen a couple of reverse bows who have been really effective. But really moving Azaña all around him and controlling the center of the court really is what worked for him.
Clinical squash. And there you see it, that 7-2 lead, it's really tough to claw back from that.
That's tough.
And so just Kandra just came out with a big lead, a lot of momentum. So tougher for Azaña to get back into it.
Yeah.
So how does he have to respond in this next one?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but the roles have to be reverted somehow.
Yeah. And that's what suited him in the start of that first game, right? Where he was the one on the center of the court.
Exactly.
But now...
the question is, how do you do that?
Yeah.
That's the hard question. How do you do that, I think, is by focusing on the quality. Lots of squash is just that, is focus on the quality of your shot. You should apply yourself. Stop crossing so much. Keep it straight. Keep it down the line for a little bit and see if something opens up to you. Sometimes it's just the little things, simple things.
But it's also in those moments, I'm speaking from experience, where even when you start to do that and it's just not working for you, you have to find a different way to change up the rhythm and get back into it.
Yeah.
And so if that's not working for Azaña right now, he's got to find a way to change it up and really get back into it.
There's always blocking.
I wouldn't recommend that. But I think, a short game, getting it over Kandra's head, maybe some wider crosses as well. There we go.
Good touch. Quick onto it again. Doesn't let it bounce.
And there we see a bit of a contrast from that super fast, and then he waits on it, slowing it down.
Oh, what a get. Oh. Wow. Unbelievable gets from Azaña, but Kandra finishes the rally well.
Oh. Oh, so deceptive.
Yeah, wow. That ball just dying in the neck in the back.
And I think Azaña and I both went the wrong direction. He was just so open with that and just gave him all the options. So good start from Azaña. I think both Baillargeon and Torkey will be hoping that this one gets past the 3 games mark, whereas I think Kandra would really love it to be done in 3 and feel fresh for tomorrow.
Yes, you're right. And we have our referee, Nicolas Mourga. Good work on the camera angles. We want to thank our streaming services, Apex, which has really been amazing throughout the week. We've just added multiple viewpoints every day, and the quality of the streaming is quite impeccable.
Yeah. Streaming, they even get us out here in the commentary box as well.
Yeah. So thanks again to Apex Streaming. Or should I say Apex? Apex.
Yes, Apex.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Great shot.
Quick fire.
You know, Max, how you were talking about limiting the cross courts, but I think one thing Azaña has just added that's made his cross court so much more effective now is he's added in a little hole to stop Kandra's movement on the middle of the court, so preventing him from trying to volley them.
Wow.
Oh, great shot.
With that bit of deception, too.
Yeah. And again, the perfect lob serve.
Mais c'est vrai, comme tu dis, Mo, c'est pas quelque chose qui est évident pour le joueur moyen, mais à ce niveau-là, on réalise pas qu'à peu près à tous les coups, les joueurs vont retenir la raquette légèrement. Il y a toujours un petit hold, que ce soit dans le fond du terrain, qu'au milieu ou en avant. Ce qui fait qu'à chaque fois que tu es sur le tee, il y a une petite fraction de seconde où tu réagis, tu fais un faux pas. Et c'est ça qui, sur le long terme, vient vraiment fatiguer ton adversaire.
Ouais, et ces joueurs aussi, comme on disait, ils rentrent sur la balle tellement rapidement et ils montrent qu'il peut la frapper tôt. Alors quand tu ajoutes frapper la balle tôt avec le hold ensemble, c'est un deadly combo.
Ouais, clairement.
Great lift from both players.
Wow. Oh,
Great get by
that so
Kandra.
well. Does he get it?
Oh,
Yes, he
and he's
does.
got it. And again. Oh, trouble. Oh, and he's made the error.
Wow. Amazing recovery from Azaña here. That's crazy. Just Kandra not really in the right position to hit that cross-court kill. A little bit casual, I think, on the last one.
But those are some heavy movements that he's putting into Azaña.
But he just clips it in. That's 2 points for Azaña, so his effort are rewarded.
Yeah. And both positions, Kandra wasn't under too much pressure. I think he just had a lot of options and just hit a quick unforced error in both cases. But you definitely see he's putting in a lot of work into the legs of Azaña. A lot of tough movements.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
great retrievals by Kandra. And now he's got 5 match balls to finish this this semi-final in 3 games. There it is. It's a great battle by Azaña, but Kandra just really, asserting his presence on the tee, working Azaña around the court, and he's now going into the finals of this Pembroke Open de Montreal, feeling, a bit fresher with the 3-love.
I mean, yeah, definitely ideal scenario for Kandra, a 28-minute match, so he'll be feeling fresh tomorrow. I have to say, not a bad performance by Azaña, honestly. He didn't do many mistakes. He was pretty sharp throughout the match. Just Kandra played, I think, his best squash so far of the tournament.
And I was just about to say, I think one thing we saw from Kandra today was really limiting his errors, sustaining that pressure throughout all the games, every moment. So
and the creativity, and he was more relaxed, and he did more things in the front corners and moving him around really well. So I think we're going to hear from Kandra now in just a second. With our announcer, George Potter.
First, there was clearly a momentum shift that happened halfway through that first game. What happened? What was going through your mind?
Well, I was a little bit surprised as well. As I said yesterday, I was trying to dominate the rallies. I was trying to play my way through, and as you said, I felt like there was a shift of momentum, and I was using it throughout the whole match. I mean, in the last game, you could see like I was maybe taking it a bit too easy sometimes, and I wasn't pushing, forcing it enough. So I let him get back into the long rallies. He won a few of those, but overall, I think it was kind of a clear win for me, which helps me, of course, a lot for tomorrow and also with my confidence. And I want to thank Jeremias for this fair and really nice match with him.
Was this your first time playing Jeremias?
Yes, on an official match, yes. We played in Florida, where he's based. We had some training games, and he was pushing me really hard there, so I kind of knew what to expect. So, he's a very good player, and I think he will get up the rankings sooner or later, and I think we see more from him. Yeah.
So you've been on tour for 16 years now. How has your game kind of evolved throughout the years, your playing style? Has any of that changed?
That's a really good question, but I don't really feel that I have changed much. Yesterday there was a nice man coming up to me, telling me like, "Oh, Kandra, like you look different to what I'm used to. You look fitter back then." I said, "Oh, thank you very much. I'm playing my semifinals tomorrow, but thanks for that confidence." No, I mean my game is, I think, still the same. Maybe not as much attacking as I used to. I was kind of furious and crazy back then, 8-9 years ago. I was volleying even more, and I need to step back a little bit because you can't play that throughout your whole career, the same kind of style. I mean, you see it with Mohamed Shobagi. I'm not saying like I'm the same level, but I'm just saying he changed his game as well. Like he can't be as hungry as he used to. So I think that's just like a age thing, experience thing as well. So far I'm doing all right, yeah.
And what's up next after this tournament? Where are we going? What are the next tournaments you're playing?
So I'm going straight to Houston, Texas for the gold event. That happens actually tomorrow. So the final is at 2, I guess. Yep. And my flight is at 6:30, so there's not that much time. I think Curtis Malik is on the same flight. And now I feel like I heard there's a lot going on tonight. There's the hockey match, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like everybody's kind of hoping that the matches went fast, so they can be in the pubs and stuff. So hopefully we can see a little bit of that. There's something different to us in Germany. I mean, we have a good team, but not the same feeling here like in Canada. So
Last question for you. It's recently been announced that that squash will be in the Olympics in, I believe, 2028.
Right.
What does that mean for you? What are your thoughts on it?
Short and easy answer. That's the reason why I'm still staying here.
Great to hear. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Alors, on a entendu Kandra sur sa performance. Attends, on va juste voir si George fait son annonce.
On vous revoit bientôt. Merci.
Alors, c'est comme je disais, donc on a entendu Kandra revenir sur sa performance. Il nous dit que pendant la troisième partie, il a l'impression d'avoir un peu baissé le régime. Il aurait voulu être un peu plus sur l'offensive, prendre la balle un peu plus tôt à la volée. Puis c'est ce qui aurait fait en sorte qu'Azaña a pu revenir un peu dans cette partie-là. Puis ensuite, bon, il nous parle de son prochain tournoi qui est à Houston, au Texas. Et il nous dit aussi, bon, ça c'est quelque chose qui nous motive tous, les joueurs de squash, c'est le squash aux Olympiques. Ouais. Finalement, on a cette reconnaissance-là qui est très importante. Kandra nous dit c'est pour ça qu'il est encore sur le circuit, c'est pour ça qu'il continue. C'est vrai qu'il a 34 ans, donc
mais il a une bonne place. Mais... ça fait, il vient juste de gagner sa 7e tournoi championnat de l'Allemagne. Alors, il est à une bonne place maintenant. Il se déplace tellement bien. Alors, on ne voit pas des signes vraiment qui commencent à détériorer dans son...
Non, exactement.
Ouais.
Donc, notre prochain match qui va être le match tant attendu, nous avons David Baillargeon, notre favori local, le champion canadien, numéro 1 au Canada, notre champion québécois.
Son club aussi.
Son club à la maison avec ses supporters, son entraîneur, sa copine, ses fans.
Ouais.
Donc, ça va être très intéressant de voir. Et là, la foule qui justement grandit.
Ouais.
Le match va commencer dans une quinzaine de minutes. Donc, nous allons être de retour pour cette diffusion exclusive du Pembroke Open de Montréal, présenté par Pembroke, par le club sportif MAA, par la ville de Montréal.
Pembroke Open présenté par Pembroke.
Oui, c'est ça. Ça s'appelle un lapsus.
Ouais. Parfait.
Alors, on se revoit tout à l'heure. Alors, bonjour à tous.
We
Pour
are
le
back.
grand moment,
Oh, ouais.
le moment tant attendu, on a notre favori David Baillargeon qui s'apprête à rentrer sur le terrain, qui affronte le
underdog.
Le underdog qui causait vraiment la surprise hier.
Ouais.
Kareem Torkey en battant Curtis Malik, qui était le favori numéro 2.
Ouais.
Mo, est-ce que tu es excité?
Ouais, j'ai super hâte à voir ça. Et aussi de voir, Kareem et Torkey, bien, il est assez jeune. Il commence vraiment sa carrière PSA. Mais, he's high up in the rankings. He just took down a solid top player. So I'm really interested to see how he's going to react against one, playing David Baillargeon, especially in his home, in his home territory with the crowd against,
Oui, tout à fait. Je trouve que Kareem, quand même, comme tu dis, la jeunesse est de son côté et il y a quelque chose dans son attitude et de très, très libre. Et c'est un joueur qui, on dirait, n'a pas encore de peur trop. Peut-être qu'il vient justement du fait que c'est un jeune joueur. Il y a beaucoup de confiance.
Et ça le rend un peu plus dangereux comme joueur. Il ne serait pas hésitant à rentrer la balle, aller pour des shots. Alors ça le rend un peu plus dangereux.
Ça va être so that could be a worry for David, but David's got great experience. He's been on tour for several years since he was 17 years old. So he's used to playing up and coming players like Kareem Torkey. But I think he's never played them, so that will be very interesting.
Yeah. I think we're going courtside now for the players' presentation. So we'll pass it over to George Potter.
Rebonjour, mesdames et messieurs. Nous allons commencer notre deuxième demi-finale de la journée. Notre premier joueur en deuxième ronde a battu le Canadien Salah El Torgman. En quart de finale, il a surpris en battant le deuxième favori, Curtis Malik. Il est 83e au monde. From Egypt, Kareem El Torkey. Son adversaire aujourd'hui en deuxième ronde a battu Edwin Klein. En quart de finale, Alfred Avila Vargara. Il est champion canadien 4 fois d'affilée. Numéro 59e au monde. Du Canada, from Canada, David Baillargeon.
Alors, Mo, on a entendu la foule qui réagit très positivement à l'arrivée de David sur le terrain.
Oh, yeah. Et puis, on voit aussi Squash Experts right there in the center of David's back. Really advertising it out there.
Oh, yeah. So, Squash Expert, if you don't know yet, it's an online shop for squash merch. And it's not only that, it's also a YouTube channel where David and his partner, Maxime Blouin, are promoting the sport and just growing the community.
You made some appearances on there as well, didn't you, Max?
I've made one appearances. I'm wearing the gear. It's gorgeous stuff. Just the design, the logos. I rush you guys to go and check it out.
Yeah. So, Max, now we see Kareem Torkey jumping on there, and you see him, right out the gate, powering through, hitting the ball nice and hard, getting settled in. And like we said, he's not really worried going for his shots in the warm-up. He's going for those nicks. And I think we'll see that in the match as well, carry over. Do you think there's a lot of pressure on David, being the favorite, playing one of these younger guys?
Yeah, that's a good point, Mo. I mean, first of all, he's in front of his home crowd, which can add a bit of pressure. And this guy, he's caused a surprise yesterday with an upset against Curtis Malik. So David's gonna have to find a way to, manage maybe those little doubts that he might have in mind and little concerns about this player that's playing real well right now. But I think he's got it due to his experience. So as we can see, David's now 28 years old, but he turned pro in 2014 as he was 17 years old. So he's a very experienced player who was at his highest ranking 39 in the world, and he's currently 59 with 7 PSA titles on 18 finals. And David s'entraîne ici au club sportif MAA. Il est originaire de la ville de Lévis. Ouais, quand il est là, quand on a la chance, il s'entraîne avec nous. Il s'entraîne aussi à Greenwich avec Rod Martin. On a l'affiche maintenant de Kareem Torkey, qui était à son plus haut classement 70 au monde. Il est maintenant 83 au monde, à l'âge de seulement 20 ans. Ouais. 20 ans, il est né donc en 2005. Oui, tout le monde. Ouais. He's born in 2005. Ouais. That makes you feel old, hein?
Alors, quand David commençait sa carrière pro, Kareem avait seulement 10 ans.
Oh my goodness. That's a way to put it.
But I'm very excited to see Kareem and Torkey take on David Baillargeon and see how he responds to playing the home crowd favorite.
And El Torkey is from Egypt, but he trains, I think, in Washington. Is that right, Mo?
I'm not sure.
I think we talked about it yesterday. So we know that El Torkey is a Speedy Gonzalez on court. He really gets everything, slides around the court. He also has this just no fear. He can go for anything. The question is, can he also stay disciplined and structured? Because I feel like if he opens it up too soon, too quick in the match, it's going to be like the first game we saw yesterday, where he just lost 11-1 in the first game. David is just going to counter-attack anything loose in the front corners. So El Torkey, yes, he's got to be fearless. Yes, he's got to run and pick up everything, but also he's got to be smart and close down the court, because with David, he'll really punish him. And
so what do you think David's going to do, getting out against Kareem Torkey, knowing, the threat that he's got some incredible shots and that he's incredibly speedy?
Yeah. Well, I think, as always, the first thing will be to establish the base. Establish the base, the quality of his shots. So David's really, I think, well known. Something that I appreciate from him is the weight that he put on his ball. He just always thinks about making it die in the nick at the back of the court. He's hitting the side walls on the cross court. So I think that's going to be the first of his worry. And then stepping up on the tee, trying to intercept when he can. And as we talked about,
neutralize a little bit Torkey's shots by applying pressure on him, putting him in a defensive position. And I think we saw Kandra do that really well against Azaña. Not only did he apply pressure on Azaña, but he neutralized that fast pace and the speed of Azaña by lobbing it, getting it over him. And then when he's got that opportunity, really volleying every shot possible.
For sure, and establishing that forehand deception, right? So the variation there we saw, sometimes a drop, sometimes it's a straight kill or a cross, and then eventually just gets to your head and you just don't know what to expect. So that's really good from David. And we're about to start. On vous souhaite un bon visionnement à tous nos téléspectateurs.
So both players really trying to get it to the other one's backhand right off the bat.
Ah oui, c'est ça. David qui est un gaucher, on n'a pas oublié.
And I didn't notice that as much with Kandra and Azaña. Both were pretty comfortable playing on either player's forehand and either player's backhand, whereas I think here both players are really making it a clear point to play on their own forehands.
Voilà, c'est ce qu'on disait. Donc, David qui gagne cet échange avec une longueur parfaite. Donc, met juste le poids, le bon poids dans la balle et la balle vient mourir dans le fond du terrain. Très difficile de jouer avec David quand c'est comme ça.
Ouais. Tu te mets toujours en une position défensive. Alors, c'est vraiment difficile d'utiliser vraiment tes shots et de mettre la pression sur David. An unforced error from David. Maybe going for it a little too early there. You were talking about a pretty slow start usually from Torkey, but I think he's done a great job to turn it around and just came out the gate flying in this one.
Yeah, he did, and just a couple of unforced errors from David. I think the 3 points that Torkey's made were from the mistakes from David. But he's settling into the match, so I'm not no worries that he'll find his shots.
You see him at full stretch on Torkey, but he's really balanced and really, really strong in his movements and just gets out of it really quickly. Very impressive stuff.
Yeah, it's a reminder to every squash player to get low. Get low on that ball in the front. But everywhere, you know, sometimes you think you're low. You're not low. Get lower. See, especially the French players, I've watched them a lot, and they just, if you look at the pictures from the front corners, their eyes are at the level of the ball when they're hitting. They're really low.
So Max, any tip for the viewers on how to get to that level of your eyes at the the height of the ball?
Gotta work the hamstring at the gym a little bit and stretch. Bulgarian split squats. That's a really popular exercise among squash players. It's good for the quads and for the hamstrings.
There's David's iconic kill coming out. We're still yet to see one of his cross-court kills.
Just clipped it in.
Quite a lot of unforced errors from David in this first game.
I think he's eager to apply pressure. Now he's just overreached a bit on that last one, and maybe a few of his other mistakes were due to that. But it's not too bad because he's also establishing like a mental disposition. Now he's trying to be, proactive. Maybe it's causing him to do a few mistakes, but might pay off long term.
You think he's being a bit more proactive than usual in this one?
I mean...
Oh, what a shot.
I mean, that's
there we go. If that's what proactive looks like, I want to see more.
What a shot.
The crowd loving that one. So are we, honestly, Max.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good shot by Torkey here. She's using the speed in the ball to take time off. All right, David qui se parle à lui-même. un cri de motivation. C'est un point crucial de la partie à 7-7. Donc, je pense que les joueurs vont essayer peut-être d'être prudents et patients pendant cet échange-là.
I'm just really admiring, the smoothness of Torkey's movement, Max. And you see, very explosive, getting back to the tee and off the tee. But it's also very smooth and well-timed. Kind of Shabana-esque, where he's not getting to the tee and waiting there, but he just gets to the tee and times it well that he moves right off the next one.
Alors, David, très honnête ici, concède la balle qui a touché tout juste la ligne de out.
There it is. David's cross-court kill.
Yeah.
A little extra power on that drop. There's the perfect length.
Wow! Alors, c'est très bien terminé par David ici. Une balle qui se libère au centre du terrain. Il réussit à la mettre dans le nick. Et Torkey, malgré sa flexibilité, n'arrive pas à rejoindre cette balle.
9-8 maintenant.
On voit que le pace a augmenté.
Ouais, les deux joueurs injectent un peu plus de puissance dans toutes leurs shots, mais aussi il prend la balle beaucoup plus tôt.
Oh,
what a get!
Oh! Et c'est bien fait par David. Ouais, comme tu dis, c'est à la fois la puissance dans la frappe des coups, mais c'est le mouvement aussi qui est dynamique. Vraiment.
Il l'utilise pour l'attaque aussi. Hein?
Tout à fait. On ne perd pas de temps, une proactivité pour vraiment terminer l'échange et augmenter le momentum. David qui se retrouve avec 2 balles de partie. Bon kill.
Torkey fait très bien varier le pace. Il frappe la balle fort, mais aussi il la lève, il la frappe avec un bon medium pace aussi. Oh!
OK, David semble correct. C'était quand même une drôle de chute, ça. Je crois qu'il a peut-être pris son pied dans la fente. Ce qui peut être des fois assez
inquiétant.
Terrifiant, pour la cheville, mais là, ça a l'air d'être correct.
Et de l'encouragement par la foule. Oh, what a dive.
Wow! C'est toute une manière de finir la partie, ça, tout en confiance. David qui termine ça avec un cross-court nick et rien de moins.
Alors, bonne game pour David. 11-9. Qu'est-ce que t'en penses, Max?
I think we've seen the two players really settling into the match in the first points. We saw a couple of mistakes from David and also a couple of mistakes from Torkey. So it was really back and forth the entire game, but I think Baillargeon came out strong in the important moments at the end of the game.
I think he really limited his errors by the end as well, right? And you see him stepping up, sustaining the same pressure that he was doing before, but not overextending, not overreaching, but really applying it at the right times.
He did, and he did not stop putting pressure and going for shots when he had an opportunity, which is not easy to do at a tense moment like 8-all or 7-all. So did really well to manage the pressure.
For sure. What about on El Torkey's side? What do you think?
Yeah. No, I think El Torkey is not playing bad. I sense he's slightly slower than yesterday. A little bit. He's still elite speed, but I saw a couple of his movement in the front corners. It's not as fast as yesterday.
But it is still the first game, so you never know.
Yeah, maybe he's feeling it from yesterday, but no, he'll have to play a really solid game, I think. It'll be a mental battle because the two players are quite close. It'll be to whoever plays the hard point better, I think.
And I think it's, you see him upping the pace against David, but also slowing it down. And I think just really making sure to find ways to disrupt David's, his flow, because he's, you see the confidence right now. He's on the ball early. So to get through him, Kareem's got to change something up and get David out of that comfort zone.
Yeah, and Mo, how do you like to play a lefty?
I find it pretty tough. It's not. We don't run across a lot of lefties, and actually David is pretty much the only lefty I play on a regular basis, and I still wouldn't even call it a regular basis. But it's a bit of a different game, and they're just very deceptive because we don't see a lot of them. What do you think, Max?
Yeah, exactly. It's the deceptive aspect of it because you're not used to those patterns. It's like a mirror image of the usual patterns, and it's a bit messes you up a little bit when you're not used to it.
And, lefties are known for their very deceptive forehand, but also very deadly forehand. Whereas they tend to have a pretty solid backhand, considering all righty players are going to spend 90% of the game on the right side.
That's right.
Odd bounce on that boast.
Well, actually, Baillargeon's going for that shot. He's been working on that a lot. I've seen him in practice, and it's a testament to the fact that you can always add something to your game. And this is a underused shot that's really tricky and tough to read. It's a little trickle boast from the back of the court with lots of pace.
Oh,
and David's
Torkey going for the nick. It makes you wonder, Max. Maybe that's what we were saying, him trying to change up the pattern, change something to be able to get into this game. And disrupt, the patterns of Baillargeon.
What a get.
Nice shot.
That's a tight drop.
Very well done by Torkey. Just looked so relaxed, saw the ball come up, took his space, and just executed it perfectly.
With finesse and delicacy. It's a hard shot to hit. The ball is coming down on the volley like that, but it wasn't a bad decision either.
This is better from El Torkey. you see him now a bit more on the tee, and he's working David around him rather than the other way around. But David now resetting that.
Yeah, very smart. Baillargeon making a face here, but... We have the physical coach in the crowd right now, Larry Hunter, who's also a trainer at McGill University for the basketball women's team. And he's been helping David for a long, long time, getting to his great level of fitness. So hi, Larry, and thank you.
Smart use of the hold there by Torkey. So we see a bit of a change from Torkey. He's not really going back to what he was doing in that first game of upping the pace and trying to get through David with that fast shots and all those volleys, but he's, using his control, using some hold, using his height.
So Mo, what does Yala mean?
We can use it in every way in Egypt, really, but in its purest forms, it's a way of encouragement of let's go, or as we say in French, allez.
Allez.
It's very noticeable seeing, Torkey's really slowing down the pace, but accelerating at the right times at the front of the court and, in positions where he wants to attack. But in general, slowing it down like that. What a shot. Great kill by Torkey.
So something jumping up to my eyes a little bit is the cross court. So when you cross from the backhand to the forehand, you're taking a huge risk. If the cross court is not wide enough, usually your opponent is going to be looking to intercept that volley, and that's what Torkey's been doing really well in the past 5 points. He's just, I think, Baillargeon is over-crossing a little bit from the backhand to the forehand, and Torkey is just all over it.
And he's sort of waiting for it, too. He's waiting for David to go for that shot and applying some pressure when he's got that opportunity. There, David was able to get it wide enough past Torkey.
Again, that was wide enough. That was good, but...
I think he's starting to realize what you were saying, Max. Oh, smart play by Torkey. Great recovery by David. The use of the lift to reset the rally.
Then now David's intercepting the bad cross court.
There, another roar of encouragement from Torkey.
Alors la foule derrière David qui l'encourage à un point crucial de la partie après un long échange assez épuisant. C'est bien fait par David. Wow!
What a shot, man.
Magnifique! Alors,
The
c'est très
crowd
bien
showing
fait,
their
David.
support for that one. Oh, what a shot by Torkey.
One of his own. Yeah, that's just a great shot. Wow. Really hidden too. The body's like completely closed, facing the backhand wall, but he still manages to cross it with the open racket face. Yeah, seems like the ball was past him there. Good decision by the referee. Oh, what a get.
And the cross-court Nick.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
But David read that. That is glued. Very creative, El Torkey.
yeah. Both players bring everything out for this rally.
Oh, that.
And a roar by El Torkey, recognizing the importance of that point.
Yeah, signs of a little bit of fatigue. Baillargeon not going for that get in the front corner. Kind of gave up the ghost a little bit on that one. I think he might be feeling a little bit tired from that rally. And it seems like El Torkey is sensing that.
Two game balls now for El Torkey. And again, you see him really utilizing the height and that medium pace. And he's just so relaxed when he's going short. Great kill by David.
Ah. Nice. Ah, unfortunately clips the tin. And what a game. And it's now tied 1-1.
Wow. The quality of squash in that one.
Very good squash. And it's a bit what we've been expecting as a mental battle, you know, of the crucial points. Who's going to come up on top when it's getting hard, when the rallies are long and physical and making the right decisions at the right time. Unfortunately, a few mistakes creeping in for Baillargeon at the end of the game after brutal rallies,
Yeah.
I'd say. So El Torkey pressing up, sensing maybe a drop-off from David, but it's not major, it's a battle, every point is very important. What do you
For
think?
sure, it's a close one.
Yeah.
One thing I think El Torkey is doing really well now is he's really using his speed to attack the ball. When he gets an opportunity, get on it super early.
Yeah.
But other than that, he's really conserving his energy a bit more by slowing down the pace, neutralizing David's fast pace, and just absorbing it all. So David's gonna find a way to keep applying the pressure, and especially when El Torkey is lifting and trying to neutralize him.
Yeah, lifting, and also he's being very creative. He's got some. He's using the reverse bows, just bringing every weapon he has in his arsenal. It's again what we see from that player is a kind of confidence and relaxation that.
And you see it when El Torkey goes short, right? He's just so relaxed. He knows that his ball is going to make it, and it helps with his execution being so relaxed.
the crowd cheering Baillargeon back on court. So we have a match on our hands. I can see the girlfriend a little bit stressed, but taking some nice photograph. And the coach, Yvon Provençal, in his corner too, with a smile. So no signs of worry here. Nice. We haven't seen a lot of those, but we know it's David's strength.
Great first rally from Baillargeon.
Bad mistake by Baillargeon. He's not happy about that one. You know, you don't want to let a guy get away with a bad cross-court nick. You know, you want to punish that right away.
And you see him punishing some of those looser balls with that kill that we've just seen right there.
Yeah.
And the referee giving his decision. I think David feeling that he was out of the swing, and Kareem and Torkey thinking David was enough in the swing. So I think the medium ground to really balance it out.
Great touch by Torkey. Not only that, but I'm really appreciating the quality of his cross courts at the moment. They're causing a lot of trouble to David. He's puts a lot of attention to the base. Again, a tight length on the side wall. He's a difficult lad to play at the moment, for sure.
A few more yellows there from Torkey.
Ooh. Baillargeon hoping for the stroke there. Again, just a great cross-court from Torkey right there, giving him a loose shot that he can then proceed to attack and finish. Gotta watch out, David, that the balls in the back corner don't pop up so much off the back wall, because it's letting Torkey do lots of things. He's using the cross-court again. Okay, stroke given here.
Great gets by Torkey.
Really, Torkey really using that cross court to bring David back to his backhand. Again. That is, wow.
Great movements from
What
both
a
players.
movement. And again, this ability to convert all that energy and leave it short.
Well, you see actually how short it stays, right? And that's what makes that so much harder. Few unforced errors by Baillargeon. Great hold on the volley there.
It's very smooth movement from Torkey all around the court. Not only the way he lunges on every ball, but also his swing. It seems to be relaxed. He's not overhitting for hitting too hard for no reason.
His timing is impeccable, and I think it comes from his movement as well.
That's right.
He times his movement so that he gets to the tee just as he's ready to move for the next shot.
But a few errors creeping in, leaving
David
a door
is back
open for
now.
Baillargeon to come back.
Great retrievals. Just the contrast from him whacking it as hard as he possibly can, and then just the lob right after.
Ah, good get. Et David qui lit la balle. Quel échange. Ah. C'est jamais terminé avec Torkey.
But you can see the damage that it's causing and the fatigue that's kind of coming from these movements.
Oh. Mo, qu'est-ce que t'en penses de celle-là?
I agree with the decision, Max. I think just with the line, it wasn't enough to be a stroke. but there was enough interference for it to be a let.
Ouais, si le coup de David avait été juste un soupçon mieux, ça aurait peut-être été un no-let. Je trouve qu'il était tellement rapidement... il avait tellement joué cette balle-là rapidement que El Torkey semblait assez loin quand même.
Ouais. Oh,
voilà, son arme. C'est bien.
What a shot by Baillargeon.
Et c'est parfait.
And the crowd just erupts with that one.
On est de retour à égalité.
Oh, what a shot by El Torkey.
Absolument ridicule. C'est un nick parfait avec la touche qui est restée très courte en plus. Bon. Ouais, des encouragements qui s'envoient des deux côtés. « 1-1, 7-7. » Il n'y a aucun point de différence. C'est un moment très important. Parce que moi, on sait tous, hein?
Oh!
Oh, la différence entre mener 2-1 et perdre 2-1.
Ouais.
Une grosse différence quand même psychologique.
Ouais, c'est sûr. Et je pense que les deux joueurs réalisent qu'il faut gagner cette game pour vraiment garder le momentum dans leur faveur. Il te montre vraiment toutes ses options de cette position. Il a montré qu'il peut tout faire sur le forehand, mais il va toujours, avec la shot qu'il utilise, ça ajoute un niveau de threat.
Ah, ça c'est dommage. C'est une décision que David a prise avant même de voir la position d'El Torkey, pensant qu'il allait s'être libéré de l'autre côté, mais ça arrive des fois qu'on demande un peu trop tôt. Donc, légère erreur de jugement de David et une erreur non forcée juste avant. Mais, wow!
El Torkey going for the dive.
Belle amortie.
But just the quality was too good from David. The crowd loving that though. Great rally. So David's just saved his first game ball. He's got 2 more to go.
Ah.
Oh, what a shot.
Ah, un croisé de trop. Oh. Et c'était pas facile, ça, de El Torkey d'essayer un coup comme ça. Une balle qui tombe comme ça, qui touche le mur de côté. Et les encouragements de la foule. David qui sauve une deuxième balle de partie. Tout le monde est derrière lui.
Oh, and he's done it.
Et c'est parfait!
On est de retour à 10-10 à égalité. David qui utilise son arme qu'on n'a pas assez vu pendant le match, mais là qu'on voit un moment
quel
crucial.
temps pour l'utiliser aussi.
C'est vraiment parfait. Et voilà. La foule est en délire, Mo.
I was about to say, Max, for the last 3-4 points, you really see the crowd coming to life. And David has turned it around. Being down 7-10 and now up 11-10 with his first game ball.
Oh. That's good. And he got him on that one. Great hole by David to finish this game.
And the
Wow.
crowd goes wild.
Wow. What a comeback
What
by
a
David
comeback
here.
indeed. He must be feeling great after that one.
And David's rushing back to his corner, looking great, great body positivity. And El Torkey is a bit deflated, heads down. But he's meeting Salah El Torme in his corner. Mo, what a game, 17 minutes.
17 minutes.
We have
just
a
about to
thriller.
say. And you know, what a comeback too, at a time where David was down 10-7 and in just three crucial exchanges. But I think they were also very long, taxing rallies on El Torkey physically. And I think in that later end, that 10-all, you start to see a little bit of a slowdown from him.
Yeah, you know, I thought it was it at 10-7. He's made a couple of mistakes to give that big lead to Kareem El Torkey. But again, David is, you know, he's going for his shots. That's what I respect and I admire is even at crucial times, he still is going to go for the volley drop. Even if it's risky, he's going to aim really close to the tin. Yes, he made a couple of mistakes, but then we could see from 10-7 onward, he made like 4 winners in a row.
Yeah,
so.
and you saw it at 9-10, you know, a millimeter above the tin with his cross-court kill.
Yeah.
But that's what got him to that 10-all.
That's it.
And also, you know, the momentum after that, getting that winner, and the crowd that cheered him on. I think that really must have helped him out.
Yeah, I'm sure the crowd must have helped. Mo, do you like to play with a crowd that's on your side?
I do. So actually, in this first round here, the crowd was incredible for me, and just the amount of energy that gave me when I was as gassed as can be. And I think that's kind of what's happening here with David. You see him racing on court right now, probably full of adrenaline from just winning that last game and the support of the crowd.
Yeah, I think the first points are going to be super important right here because if David is able to get a lead, I think he will really step on the throttle, step on his throat and try to finish it as quick as he can. But I am not counting El Torkey out. He can be extremely surprising. Palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Just got faked big time here.
And another deceptive shot there.
Oof. I am twitching in my chair, Mo.
Going the wrong way, huh? Oh, what a shot. Oh, great get by El Torkey.
He read that. Oh.
Cannot believe it. Just made the air. And he goes for the nick.
Wow.
What a shot.
What a shot. So I'd like to see David play a little bit more straighter on his forehand to El Torkey's back inside. He's been, again, the crosses has been not so good and dangerous.
Oh. There's his kill.
Plus the added deception from hitting more variation from that forehand side.
Well, I was gonna say, usually as a lefty too, you'd want to keep it on your forehand as long as possible. So if the player is not going for that cross court, I would keep it on my forehand as much as possible.
Is that good, Mo?
Looked good to me, Max. What do you think?
Without a doubt. Such a good kill. That's good. I like that. Ouf. Wow! Et quelle manière de finir ce point-là. David semble montrer des bons signes de confiance dans le moment. Il a l'air d'être confortable sur le terrain, d'être créatif.
C'est des échanges très physiques pour El Torkey. David, il se rend sur la balle. Même quand El Torkey essaie de se défendre, il se rend super tôt pour appliquer le plus de pression possible.
Bonne décision de l'arbitre ici.
On voit deux caméras dans le coin là-bas, essayer de prendre les deux joueurs en action. And a 5-2 lead now for David.
Alors, un écart se creuse dans le moment entre El Torkey et Baillargeon.
Few errors coming from El Torkey, and Baillargeon just coming out, staying super strong, very consistent, and continuing the pressure.
Baillargeon's pressing on.
And another error from El Torkey.
Oh.
Great shot by El Torkey. A little bit of a dive there from Baillargeon. I'm starting to see Torkey mostly defending in this rally, and David, even though not necessarily in attacking positions, is just upping the pace and keeping the pressure on Torkey.
No, it's not a bad plan by Torkey. He's limiting the errors, limiting the risks that he's taking, and letting maybe Baillargeon force the mistake, and that's what we just saw right here. You see, again, nothing too crazy here, just pushing it back down the wall to see.
Yeah. And you see it's David who's the one who's really moving the ball around and initiating, whereas Torkey is just pushing it back, getting everything back.
Yeah, ball slightly too loose right here, and Baillargeon was right there, ready to play that shot.
He's just got to mix in a bit his attacking shots with all this defense.
What a get. And you can keep doing that, Torkey, but it needs to be quality shots right now, because
well, it's just some grueling, you know, it's David constantly attacking and attacking and attacking. It's really, really tough on the body. And Torkey just has to take that away from him. But great pressure by David. David now with 5 match balls to take him into the final. And he's done it.
wow.
David Baillargeon
Wow,
into
regardez
the
la réaction.
finals.
Ah, il s'est fait avec élégance. On finissait avec une superbe attaque sur son coup droit. C'est merveilleux. David Baillargeon qui atteint les finales de l'Open de Montréal pour la première fois de sa carrière.
Avec l'immense support de la foule. Quel match entre les deux joueurs. Très, très bien fait par Kareem et Torkey.
Je me demande comment David se sent. C'est un mélange de soulagement, c'est un mélange d'euphorie, de bonheur, mais wow, surtout de soulagement parce que sacré Torkey, c'est un joueur qui est du moins inquiétant.
C'est sûr. Mais tu vois aussi, you see how special this is to him in front of his home crowd, at his home club. Making it into the final is a big deal for him. And I think tomorrow we'll see, a whole nother beast out there looking to take his first, title here at home at the Montreal Open.
Right, against Raph Kandra.
Against Raph Kandra.
That will be something.
Yeah.
So a good fourth game by David. I thought it was over at 8-2 because he was showing so much signs of confidence and dominance. He was hitting his shots and targets so well, but I thought Torkey adjusted and adapted pretty well, trying to slow it down, but unfortunately the quality wasn't there. If you want to slow it down like that, it's got to be tied to the back of the court. And now we're back on court. We're going to hear a few words from Baillargeon.
Un match très dur, très vite. Est-ce que c'est ta première fois à jouer contre Kareem?
Oui, je pense qu'il est nouveau sur le circuit. Je pense que j'ai regardé avant mon match, il y a juste 20 ans. Donc, je l'ai vu un peu ici et là. Il y a eu des grosses victoires récemment, mais je ne le connaissais pas. C'est un gars qui est assez surprenant. C'est un des gars les plus rapides que j'ai joué. Il va tout chercher. Donc, c'est vraiment important de rester concentré, de faire durer les échanges puis de ne pas trop forcer le jeu parce que c'est dur de le battre sur un coup. Fait qu'il faut faire des combinaisons. Puis c'est ça que j'ai réussi à faire assez bien les parties que j'ai gagnées. Donc, je suis content avec la façon que j'ai joué.
Excellent. Donc, le tournoi jusqu'à date, comment tu te sens?
Ça va bien, ça va mieux que l'année dernière, disons. Cette année, ouais, je me sens un peu mieux, un peu plus relax. Là, je vais avoir une grosse finale demain contre Kandra. Il y a eu un match un peu plus facile que moi aujourd'hui, mais j'ai encore le reste de la journée pour faire ma récupération, ce que je vais faire parfaitement. Peut-être prendre un massage aussi après, puis je vais être prêt pour demain.
Et on veut tout savoir, après la finale demain, qu'est-ce qui suit pour toi?
Il y a un tournoi à Toronto, je joue mercredi. Fait que le tournoi commence mardi. Pas mal tous les joueurs qui sont ici vont à Toronto. Donc je vais partir lundi matin avec les trois Français. On va louer une auto puis on s'en va à Toronto direct.
Excellent, mais bravo David, on a hâte à te voir demain.
Merci, puis merci à tout le monde d'être ici. Ça fait chaud au cœur. Puis... C'est le genre de choses qui aide aussi quand tu perds 10-3 dans la troisième, puis ça va pas trop bien quand la foule t'encourage. J'ai réussi à gagner 5 points de suite dans la troisième, puis c'est sûr que la foule, ça a beaucoup aidé. Là. Donc merci, puis j'espère vous voir demain. Yes,
So we just heard David. He's coming back on his match and his performance. He's ecstatic. He feels super well about this win. He says that Torkey is a really tricky opponent who just is the fastest he's seen on the tour so far, the fastest that he's played. He's really happy to be through tomorrow and says how important and key his preparation will be now. He might go get a massage. That's what he said. And he's
he really
also
highlighted you know, the power of the crowd, supporting him.
Especially at 10-7 in the third game, as we were saying, and he made 5 points in a row to win it 12-10. So what a thriller. And we will see you tomorrow for the finals at 2 o'clock p.m. On se voit demain à 2h p.m. pour la finale du Pembroke Open de Montréal 2025. Mo, est-ce que tu vas être avec moi?
Ouais, je serai avec toi,
Yes,
Max.
sir.
On verrait Raphael, Kandra, puis David Baillargeon.
C'était un plaisir.
À demain.
À demain.
Salut.